Good day, everyone. My name is Angel Morales, and I'm from BSED major in English. And we will be discuss about the relationship within secondary stakeholders and tertiary stakeholders. So first, we will identify what is secondary stakeholders. These are individuals or groups who are indirectly affected by the school's actions. Their relationship with the school is often characterized by influence and collaboration, though less direct than primary stakeholders. For examples, local businesses, community organizations, alumni associations, local government agencies, and the media. Schools often engage secondary stakeholders through number one is partnership, collaborating on projects, utilizing community resources, and offering internships. Second is community engagement, hosting events, seeking feedback, and promoting school activities to the wider community. Third is fundraising and sponsorship, seeking financial or in-kind support for school programs. Fourth is public relations, maintaining a positive image and communicating school achievements to the community. Second, we will identify our definition of tertiary stakeholders. So, who's this and what is the role of their position? So, tertiary stakeholders, these are individuals or groups who have a less direct but still important influence on the school. Their connection is often more abstract, impacting the school's overall environment. For example, national government agencies, national education organizations, research institutions, and international organizations. The relationship between the school and tertiary stakeholders primarily shaped by first is policy and regulation. Schools must have educational standards and regulations, funding and research allocation. Tertiary stakeholders may influence funding decisions and resource distribution. And research and development. The most important is research findings and best practices from tertiary stakeholders can inform school improvements. And the last is global trends. Tertiary stakeholders may influence the school's awareness of global educational trends and best practices. So what are some challenges in building relationships with tertiary stakeholders? Limited personal interaction. Unlike secondary stakeholders, opportunities for personal interaction and relationship building are often limited with tertiary stakeholders. This can make it harder to establish trust and mutual understanding. Second is policy changes and shifting priorities. So policies and priorities of tertiary stakeholder can change rapidly, impacting the school's plans and partnerships. This requires schools to be adaptable and responsive to external changes. And third is time and personnel. Building relationships requires dedicated time and personnel resources, which may be limited in schools already facing budget constraints and staff shortages. And the last is language and cultural differences, of course. While English is widely used, communication challenges may still arise due to regional dialects or differing cultural norms. What are some common challenges in prioritizing secondary stakeholders? First is data overload. Gathering information on numerous stakeholder groups can lead to data overload, making it difficult to synthesize the information and make informed decisions. Using a streamlined data collection and analysis process is essential. Second is bias and personal relationships. Prioritization decisions can be influenced by personal relationships or biases towards certain stakeholder groups. Transparency and a structured approach can help minimize this. And third is political influence, of course. External pressures or political considerations might influence prioritization in decisions. potentially overshadowing the objective evaluation of stakeholder impact. And the last is lack of transparency. A lack of transparency in the prioritization process can lead to mistrust and resentment among stakeholder groups. Open communication and clear justification of decisions are essential. So, what are the two types of stakeholders? Number one is internal stakeholders. And these are individuals or groups within the organization who have a direct interest in its success. Their involvement is essential for the school's daily operations. Examples include students, teachers, staff, administrators, and school board members. Second is external stakeholders. These are individuals or groups outside the organization who are affected by or have an interest in the school's activities. Their involvement is important for the school's overall success and sustainability but is less direct than internal stakeholders. Examples, parents, local community members, businesses, government agencies, alumni, and the media. So you see in the infographics, the title is Understanding Internal Stakeholders. So internal stakeholders, rather, are individuals or groups directly inside an organization who are significantly affected by the organization's decisions and actions. They have a vested interest in the organization's success and actively contribute to its performance. Okay, this report will define internal stakeholders and provide clear examples relevant to various organizational settings. So, an internal stakeholder is any individual or group within an organization that is directly impacted. So, for examples, employees. These are the individuals who directly contribute to the organization's daily operations, projects, and services. In a school setting, this would include teachers, administrators, support staffs, librarians, and other personnel. Their performance directly impacts the school's ability to function effectively and achieve its educational goals. And shareholders or equivalent. While not directly applicable to all organizations, shareholders represent individuals or entities who own shares in a company. In a school context, this could be analogous to the school board members or governing body, who have a vested interest in the school's financial health and strategic direction. They make key decisions regarding the school's resources and overall management. So, by understanding the internal stakeholders is effective by organizational management. So why? By acknowledging their vested interests and fostering strong relationships with them, organizations can improve communication, collaboration, and overall performance. In the case of a school, building positive relationships with internal stakeholders is essential for creating a support learning environment and achieving educational goals. So the table clearly shows that internal stakeholders such as employees and board members have a direct relationship with the organization and are primarily concerned with its internal operations and performance. Their influence tends to be higher due to their direct involvement in decision-making processes. Communication is typically ongoing and utilizes internal channels. So, external stakeholders, including customers, community members, and regulatory bodies, have an indirect relationship with the organization. Their interests are broader, extending to the organization's impact on the external environment. Their influence varies greatly depending on their power and the nature of their relationship with the organization. Engagement methods are more diverse, involving public forums and external communication strategies. Timing is often project-specific or event-driven. Okay, we will discuss about the diagram. The diagram illustrates the different stakeholder groups associated with the company and their relationships. So the title of our diagram is Stakeholder Mapping of a Company. So stakeholders are individuals or groups or organizations that have vested interest in a company's actions and performance. So the diagram shows three key internal stakeholders: employees, managers. This group is responsible for overseeing and managing various aspects of the company's operations. Their interests include achieving company goals, managing resources effectively, and fostering employee productivity. This significantly influence the companies. So the owners, these are the individuals or entities who own the company from the name of its owners. And another example of this is their shareholders in a publicly traded company. So their primary interest is to success. They exert significant influence over the company's long-term strategic decisions. So when it comes to external stakeholders, the diagram identifies several external stakeholder groups and suppliers, customers, shareholders, government, creditors, society. So what is the role of suppliers when it comes to external stakeholders? So these are the organizations that provide the company with necessary resources and materials. Their interests include maintaining a stable business relationship with the company and ensuring timely payments. And customers, of course, these are the individuals or organizations that purchase the company's goods or services. Their interests include product quality, price, and customer service. Customer satisfaction, is for the company's success, of course. And shareholders, government, the most important stakeholders. The government plays a regulatory role, ensuring compliance with laws and regulations. Their interests include ensuring fair business practices and to legal requirements. And last, society as. This encompasses the broader community surrounding the company. Their interests include the company's environmental and social impact, its contribution to the local economy, and its ethical practices. So, what is the relationships and interdependencies? The diagram visually represents the interdependencies between the company and its stakeholders. Arrows shows the flow of influence and interaction. For example, suppliers provide resources to the company. Customers purchase goods from the company, and the government regulates the company's operations. These relationships highlight the interconnectedness of the company's activities with its stakeholders' interests. So this stakeholder map effectively illustrates the complex web of relationships between a company and its diverse stakeholder groups. Understanding this relationship, their interests, and their influence is vital for companies to make informed decisions, develop effective strategies, and build strong, sustainable relationships that contribute to their long-term success. So here, I will show you a video to understand more about the stakeholders and its role. So I will play, and I hope you will understand better the differences and responsibilities of stakeholders, so that in the future you will be going to apply it in your company or in school. Especially we as future educators, we need this in our future.
Your relationships with stakeholders, investors, what is it that helps you build that relationship, or what is it that you focus on to keep that relationship strong?
When I think about just relationships in general, do I know what you want? Do I know what you want to achieve? Do I know how you want to achieve those things? If I'm responsible for doing something, am I trustworthy? We have this saying here, hey, we under-promise, over-deliver. We're very conscious of, this is our commitment. These are the things I'm willing to do. After you see me do those things, we build some trust. And then the next time we talk, okay, these are your goals. Okay, these are my goals. Okay, how am I going to help you reach your goals? Is there a way you can help me reach my goals? You have your things, I have my things. If I do them, we build more trust. And that's how relationships, they get stronger. That's how they get better. And if I focus a lot on where you want to go, I can help you get there. And then you're super happy and productive. I'm probably going to get what I need.
That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.